Tired of static enemies? Let's fix that. In this GDevelop tutorial, we're building a powerful AI patrol system. You'll learn to make characters follow complex waypoint paths and even switch their routes on the fly. No code, just powerful results. Ready to level up your game? Let's go.
We've got a basic scene set up featuring small rooms, the patrol points, and our enemy object, which is already equipped with 2 animations. To enable movement, you'll simply add the pathfinding behavior to your enemy. While I made a few minor tweaks to mine, yours will work perfectly fine with the default settings. Next, we'll need to set up a few crucial variables. First, our target point defines the specific location the enemy will move towards along its path. The path count tracks the total number of points within that path. The state variable, which we'll simply set to patrolling for now. Our direction variable indicates whether the enemy is moving forwards or backwards along its route. The path ID is crucial. It uniquely identifies which path belongs to each specific enemy. You'll also need a waypoint object. In my case, it's just this red dot, and it doesn't require any behaviors. Finally, the path index keeps track of the enemy's current position, telling us the number of the specific waypoint it's heading for within the path.
All right, to create dynamic AI paths, we need to add a few waypoints. Let's quickly drag them on here. We'll set up 4 waypoints initially, and the next crucial step is defining their instance variables. Each waypoint needs a path index. The first will be 1, the second 2, and so forth for logical order. Then, the path ID for every waypoint will be 1. This identifies them as our initial path. Lastly, we need to drag in our enemy. Then we'll immediately set its target point to 1. That's the first point it will head toward. Its path ID must also be set to 1. Finally, the path count specifies the total number of points within this designated path. In this case, that value will be 4. To start, at the scene's beginning, set the initial condition. Next, use a for each object loop targeting enemy objects. Within this, first, pick all relevant waypoints. Then, for each waypoint, add a crucial condition. Ensure its path ID matches the enemy's. This links them. Next, add another for that waypoint. Verify its path index aligns with the enemy's target point variable. If all these conditions are true, we've found our enemy's next destination. Finally, with all checks passed, select that enemy and move them directly to the waypoint's X and Y positions. Now, your enemies know exactly where to go. We're adding a for each object instance, specifically selecting our enemy. In the conditions, we'll check if the enemy's state variable is equal to patrolling. Next, we'll add a sub-event to check if the enemy target point variable is greater or equal to enemy.pathCount. This detects when our enemy reaches the end of its path. If true, in the actions, we change the enemy's direction variable and set it to -1. This reverses their patrol. Add another sub-event. Here we check if the target point variable is less than or equal to 1. If so, we set the direction variable back to 1, making them turn around and head forward again. Now for actual movement. Add another sub-event, still under our main patrolling condition. We'll move the enemy to the waypoint's X and Y position and critically set its maximum speed on the path to 100. This is how they progress along their route. Finally, add a sub-event to detect arrival. Check if the distance between the enemy and the current waypoint is less than 10 pixels. If that's true, we update the enemy target point variable. We add the enemy's direction variable, that crucial 1 or -1, smoothly moving them to the next point on their path. Now, if you preview, your enemy expertly patrols its path. Want to scale? Let's add more varied patrol paths and enemies across the scene. Alright, to truly level up our game, let's rapidly add more enemies and distinct patrol paths to the scene. The critical step, for every enemy and its unique path, you absolutely must ensure their path IDs perfectly match. Don't skip this.
Finally, watch as enemies now independently patrol their designated paths seamlessly. No more static guards. Next, we'll challenge them with advanced sight and hearing, building truly dynamic AI. If conquering enemy patrol logic helped your project, hit like and subscribe for every new game dev breakthrough.